Yo, what up, people? Happy Saturday, happy UFC 290, and happy International Fight Week. Last day of that UFC Expo is today. I'm seeing a lot of cool pictures from people in the community, getting a little FOMO for sure because it looks like they're having a freaking awesome time down in Vegas. But yeah, big time fights tonight. We got a lot of people popping in. Another solo show this week, unfortunately. But I'm probably gonna switch it up next weekend. I'm a little busy, so I'm probably gonna have another maybe Thursday night or Friday night, probably Thursday night show instead of Saturday next week. And we'll see if we could get somebody on to join in the fun, but it's cool to see everybody popping in here. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we might. But first things first, I do have a couple giveaways today, so we'll start the show off with one giveaway. We'll get that rolling. It's going to be for the Standouts pack that's coming from UFC Strike. So whoever's going to win this, we'll just need you to go ahead and type IFW in the chat. IFW in the chat will get you that Standouts pack from UFC Strike. So go ahead and type IFW in the chat. And we'll get that Givey going. Givey's up. Givey's live. And before we start the show, and I did talk about FOMO a little bit with UFC 290, the Expo, International Fight Week, all that good stuff. And the FOMO hit me really hard yesterday. OK, who was on the show a couple weeks back, he is at the Expo. He's going to the UFC 290, and he was at the Expo meeting fighters, and he sent me this video. I'm going to share it with you guys. It's pretty awesome. Check it out.
Diddley, where you at, bro? I ain't you in Vegas right now.
Where you at, bro?
Hop on the Spirit Airlines flight, bro.
The homie's waiting for you.
Come on, man.
Come
on,
on,
go chill right now.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. He saw a bunch of fighters, and he ran into Bilal and got a quick little video. So shout out to OK for getting that cool ass video. I appreciate it. Hilarious, but very, very, very cool at the same time. So yeah, get the show rolling. I got my Twitter up here. Couple things. Yeah, so some Champs Club people, they're at the weigh-ins. Check it out. We got the Strike folks at the weigh-ins here. It's pretty cool. It's the Strike group that went to the weigh-ins. Pretty cool. Today's the fight with the Champ Lounge, so I'm sure we'll be getting some pictures from that. Hey, awesome, bro. Awesome. I'm glad you got it. I had a lot of packages going out. Saint should have got his package today too. So yeah, that video is pretty dope, right, TJ? It's pretty dope. But yeah, so we'll probably get some Champ Lounge pictures today. I'm excited to see how that looks because they switched up the venue. Because usually the last bunch of times they did it in Vegas, it was always at that same venue, like the outside patio type thing. So now they got some indoors. It's going to be cool to see how it all looks. And oh yeah, I mean I've been getting things rolling, so I haven't been paying attention to Discord. Appreciate it. I'll take a look when the show's over for sure. But awesome, glad you guys got everything. Good stuff. So yeah, IFW in the chat. Get a quick sip here and we'll get started. We're going to talk. First thing we're going to talk about is these starter packs, boys. Whoa. All right. Let's get into it. Starter pack 2.0. So we got hit with this starter pack. And kind of came out of nowhere, right? A little bit. So we knew they were going to be repackaging the starter packs. They did let us know all that good stuff. And we ended up getting 3 new moments packaged in these starter packs. One being a very interesting situation here with Jeff Neal. But yeah, supposedly the TUF pack was the last pack. Nobody was expecting new moments in packs. But unfortunately, we did end up getting 9,500 packs that contained, a couple new moments. One being the Michelle Watterson submission of Paige Van Zandt, the Caio Baralho submission of Michael, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, and Jeff Neal challenger moment, knocking out Vincenze Luque, which is minted to 750. So, well, there's only one challenger in there. I'm not sure. Unless there's more. Let me double check. I know Jeff Neal is in there. Oh, yeah, there's other challengers in there, bro. Couple of them. Kind of like the leaderboard pack. So this is all good. I don't mind them, repackaging all these guys, which is completely fine. But the problem I have is if you're introducing a new one, it pretty much just seems like, and then not only introducing a new one, but introducing a new one at an 8% clip out of 9,500 packs, and then also limiting us to 5 packs, meaning more majority of the people aren't going to be pulling a challenger, even at 5-pack purchase point. But yeah, there are a couple other challengers in there. Mostly everybody who I know, who, I'd say about like 80% of the folks that I've spoken with who bought 5 packs ended up with just contenders. I myself ended up with just contenders and ended up getting lucky. The other day, somebody listed a Jeff Neal at $38 early bird in the morning. And I grabbed it real quick because I kind of felt like I was missing something without that challenger set complete. But I think they could have definitely not have done this. Or if you wanted to do the Jeff Neal and throw it or create a new moment, cool. But, bro, what about everybody who's holding a challenger set right now? You know what I'm saying? Like you could have easily, I think it's less than 200 people. So you could have easily moved some of these as an airdrop to like, whoever's got the full on all the challengers, or even like you could have did like, holding the 3 main ones, 5 main ones, something like that, gets airdropped a Jeff Neal. And then that way you won't leave people with such a sour taste in their mouth, especially once they go for 5 packs, they don't get it. And obviously, with the way it's looking right now, let me just go back here. Take a look at how many are sold. So 84, so 1,000, about 1,100, almost 1,100 sold. So they're all the moments are slow bleeding out, right? So most of the users, pretty much most of the active users who wanted to pretty much dabble in a pack, I think would have dabbled at this point. Most of them, if they wanted the contenders, probably already have gotten them off of the marketplace. But the Jeff Neal is the main interesting point here. I just want to take a look at the contenders real quick. Watterson, so she's only got 535 distributed so far. So that's extremely low. Floor is starting to build at 3. These were kind of holding their own at 4 in the beginning, but looks like as time's been on and people are pulling more of them, they're kind of selling. Yeah, people are getting them for $2-3 on the Watterson. So, but only 535 available. So it'll be interesting to see, like, in 2 weeks, how these numbers look. And if these moments hit a challenge in 2 weeks, could be for some interesting market movement, in my opinion. So keep your eyes peeled there. Coyote, same situation. I just wanted to see. We're at 514 Coyotes. He's got a thinner floor. Obviously, he's up and comer. But, yeah, similar situation with Watterson, Coyote, and here we go, Jeff Neal, the moment of truth. Yeah, how about it? How about it? This guy's more exclusive than a champion right now, sitting at 82 distributed, which is pretty wild. Sitting at $65, which is, not too bad. But most users who want one aren't going to be paying top dollar. FOMO's hit. Looks like people are buying around the 50 to 60 range, but nobody's really paying anything higher than that. So, but yeah, if you pack a Neal, could be interesting in 2 weeks, or if you get your hands on 2 of them or 3 of them, could be interesting in 2-3 weeks if a challenge comes through and some of these starter pack moments are required, depending on how much get pulled, in the next 2 weeks, as these packs are going to be on sale. You never know if Strike plans on taking the limit off or anything like that. They did say, they're going to address that after International Fight Week. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But overall, wasn't a fan on how they limited us while putting a challenger in there, especially knowing that a lot of us, hold that challenger set near and dear. So it would have been nice for them to give us a nod, especially like during International Fight Week, like an airdrop or something. We did get an airdrop last International Fight Week. I know we did get the Champ Club airdrop last week, but it still would have been nice. Would have been nice, would have been nice to just give the users a nod for hanging around this long, holding on to the moments, holding on to the set, instead of always seeming like you're trying to get in our pockets. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my thoughts on the starter pack. Seems like most people 5 and 5. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the distribution with the Neals. They could be bottom heavy, top heavy, but it's, 8%. So we'll see how that goes, right? We will see how that goes. On to the next thing. Don't forget, IFW in the chat. Standouts pack giveaway is live. I'm going to run it in a little bit, and then we'll start up our next giveaway as well. Did a quick challenger fandom count, 124, and contenders are at 104. Not sure if my numbers are correct, but soon fandoms will be $2 to $4 if they keep adding them. Any thoughts? Yeah, man, it's getting a little interesting, for sure. But I will say the last couple challenges where they're introducing this burn a challenger, burn a fandom, burn those type of moments, does get a little interesting. And we'll definitely talk about that right now, because there's a couple moments that I'm interested in looking at, especially after some of these recent challenges that ended. So it's like the Robbie Lawler. Lawler just ended. Burn 4 Robbie's Series 0 contender. Burn, baby, burn, and then end the burns. That's funny. Anything to not do a burn themselves. Yeah, we need them to step up at some point, right? Got to have them step up at some point and burn some shit. But Robbie finished off at 395 mint count, which a little bit higher than some people were wanting, but it definitely is under that 400 threshold sweet spot. So he should hopefully, theoretically, maybe be somewhat decent of a price on the marketplace. But the thing that I wanted to check with some of these burn challenges were how many of these guys are left in circulation. So Cerrone is at 1197 owned. There's still some in packs, but he dropped decent amount, not too bad. Percentage wise, not bad at all. Let's take a look at Dos Anjos, higher than Cowboy. 1208. A lot more in packs though. Not too bad. But the big country one is definitely going to be interesting. We'll get to that a little bit later. But Kobe didn't really get burned much at all. Kobe's still 160 in packs, 1260. But yeah, he didn't get burned much. Did not get burned much. But 395, we'll probably get this bad boy. Moments, but they're not. Yeah, it's just affecting the existing. Yeah, it's true. And also, duplicate moments don't really do too well either. So, like, fighter has a contender, now has a challenger, also has a champion. Robbie Lawler, for example, Izzy Adesanya, for example. Some of these guys that got 3 moments already, they're not going to carry too much weight either because, depending on when the challenge hits for them, you might need, a contender. You might need this. You might need that. You might not need all of them. So it's weird. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of them. That's the problem. There's so many of them. And I touched on this a couple weeks back when I was watching the numbers of the challengers and contenders kind of get neck to neck. And I was like, man, it doesn't feel like they're that rare anymore. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. We'll see. Robbie will probably get it next week. I don't know why they didn't give us Rory McDonald. Kind of weird, especially because he was going into the Hall of Fame specifically for that fight. But yeah. Kai Boy, what's up, buddy? IFW in the chat. IFW in the chat. We're going to run this bad boy. IFW in the chat. I'm going to run this right now for the standouts pack. And then we'll start talking about this week's challenge. IFW in the chat. Going once. Going twice. There you go, Kai Boy. There we go. Standouts pack. Good luck. If you win this, you better type some in the chat so we know you're here. Come on. Gomez. Where you at, Gomez? I just seen you post, but he just got in here. Gomez. DM me in Discord, bro. And you will get that standouts pack, brother. But don't worry. If you didn't, he's not here. He was here about a minute ago. Where you at, Gomez? Say something, please. Please. Don't make me rerun it. There he is. Bang. See? There's Gomez. Yes, sir. Congrats, brother. Congratulations. Yeah, DM me in Discord after the show. We'll get that pack sent to you from Strike. Congrats. Next giveaway, we'll get that rolling real quick. It's going to be for UFC 290 pay-per-view code, also from UFC Strike. Go ahead and type 290 in the chat. 290 in the chat. 290 in the chat, y'all. 290 in the chat. This is going to be for the pay-per-view code for UFC 290 tonight. Got to have ESPN Plus for this bad boy. But, yeah, go ahead and Pop that in there, and we'll start talking about this new challenge that we got this week. Pretty hefty one, right? So first part of the challenge, and we also got new graphics here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. But challenge number 1, you got to either burn or collect 4 specific contender moments based on how the fight plays out. You know, if they win, you hold the moment. If they lose, you got to burn the moment, which is pretty cool. I don't mind it. It's a pretty easy challenge, good new user type of challenge. But this is the stuff that I kind of been begging for forever. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it's the Strike ones are USA only, right? Because it's coming from Strike. So more than likely it's USA only, ESPN Plus account. So, but yeah, this is a nice like easy level challenge that also, you know, you don't know what happens until you tune in live and watch what's going on the fights. So I think it's pretty cool, and also adds another level of engagement, or like when the fights are on, you know, to see you know, what's going to kind of turn out with this specific challenge at the same time. So that's always cool. Got 2 champ passes here that automatically complete the challenge, which are Whitaker and Lawler, who are on this week's fight card as well. So if you have one of those champs, you automatically complete this challenge. Those guys are 99 champs, I believe. So you're looking at probably 175, 180 off the rip. But, oh, if it works with VPN, that's cool. If you got access to it, more power to you. Yeah, for sure. Big night tonight. Big night tonight. So this challenge, first part, fairly simple, kind of like a new user type, introductory type challenge. Should be very easy to complete. Should probably produce something significantly high on the mint compared to, you know, some of the lower stuff that we've been seeing lately. And we went through that champ pass as well. So the second challenge, this is where it gets a little spicy, right? A little spicy here. So we have a bunch of fandoms and challengers here that you have to hold, and then you also have to burn 3 fandoms. So this is pretty wild. What do you got here, TJ? The Rob team get the keys. It doesn't seem like it, man. Doesn't seem like it based on some of the comments that we were getting over the course of like the last couple of days. Ryan was saying something about how they're still working on getting stuff, so we'll see about that. But yeah, this challenge, this is a tough one. I'm gonna actually, I don't know. Anybody run any completions on this so far? I haven't. But this challenge, you have to have 5 challengers / fandom. So you have to hold Yair, Brandon, Whitaker, Moreno, and Jack Della. Hold all 5 of those moments, which are, you know, not the cheapest, bro. What's Yair at? 17. Moreno, 45. Whitaker, 18. Moreno fandom, 33. And Jack Della, 17. Yes. They ain't cheap. All those challengers. Yeah, I will. That is the plan. And then you had to burn these guys. So Volk's down to 29.51 from the initial 30.42. So about 100 Volks burnt. Drickus, about 100 there as well. So it looks like we're probably like around 90, 95 completion so far in the challenge, based on those fandoms burnt. Yeah, About 90. Probably right around 90 so far. So be interesting kind of to see, man, how it all plays out, because this is a tall task, man. Not sure if everybody's going to want to burn. Do got 2 champ passes here that automatically complete the entire challenge, so that's pretty big. Yeah, you got Volk and Moreno. So 90 plus 143. That's where we're at right now. So sitting around 230-ish, 235, something like that. And this bad boy, all these challenges do run till Tuesday. They do end on Tuesday, so you got time between now and then to get it done. Didn't talk about the rewards, my bad. The first one, on the easy one, we get Jessica Andrade and, versus Amanda Lemos. And then we get Figgy versus Tim Elliott. Don't mind the Figgy. Don't mind the Andrade. Both fighters. I mean, the Figgy, actually, I kind of mind the Figgy. Would have preferred a fighter that doesn't have a moment on the platform. But both of them have fights coming up, so I assume that these bad boys will probably be used at some point in the very, very near future. Overall, though, I like the structure of that second challenge. And then they added a bonus, which is could have done way better here, in my opinion. Own all 4 champion moments from fighters on UFC 290. So 4 champs, guys. 4 champs. Nets you. Pretty basic packs, dude. Nothing juicy. No premiums, no elites. Nothing with a good chance to pull some, or even like, a dojo icons, tapped, lights out, any of those juicier packs, I think would have been a better reward here. Glad to see them trying new things. But if you look at the numbers, we did these numbers last week. On the champs leaderboard here. So you're talking about 4 champs, right? And they have to be 4 specific champs. So 4 champs, we have 122 users with 4 champs. Not all of those users out of those 122 do have, each specific one of these specific moments. So I think it's a nice addition to having all the champs, but I think they could have juiced it up a little bit better, especially it being UFC 290. Own all 4 champs, get these 2 packs, and we got some signed fighter merch from UFC 290 that will raffle off to 1 or 2 of the 2 of the people who completed the bonus part of this. Why not do something like that? Think that just seems like they're not thinking it all the way through. You feel me? Like they're just, that's cool. All right, cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right, done. But if they put a little bit more thought into it, I think could have been maybe a little bit better. But it's nice to see them actually start doing stuff like this, which I've been begging for a long time. So I guess slowly but surely, right, boys? Slowly but surely. Don't forget, 290 in the chat. We're going to run that Givey a little bit later. Next thing, Roy Nelson. So big country. Big Country was a pretty tough one too. Did I pull him up here? Yes, sir. Here he is. Big Country sitting at 398, 3 higher than Robbie Lawler, sitting at 45 bones. So, I mean, maybe Robbie's around that 45, 50 mark too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Big Country did have the serial mishap. I only had one. So, like, you know, some of you guys that had multiple, you got all the everything sequential. Yeah, it was pretty weird. What's up, RRX? My man. Yeah, it was pretty weird. But yeah. So what happens when Alex on vacation, right? Shit doesn't move properly. So, but Big Country minted out 398, 45 bucks, not bad. But I did want to look at some of these challengers that we had to burn that might be very interesting in the next couple weeks, if they do decide to use these for challenges. So Nate Diaz, I personally burned Nate. He went from 1420 to 1311. So about 100 something Nate's got burned. Not too bad there. He's still sitting pretty high on the mint. Calvin, 680. So Calvin was 800. He's down to 680. So 120 got burnt. Pretty cool. But only 368 owned. Got 300 in packs, boys. This guy's pretty low. Not sure if this guy, yeah, this guy's super thin, dude. If this guy hits a challenge, it's going bonkers, dog. If this guy hits a challenge, it's going. It's moving because shit, dude. It's only 300 and there's 312 still in packs, so that's pretty wild that we're burning these tough moments already, huh? And then Tatiana got burned. 105 Tatiana's got burned. So she's sitting at 620. Original was 725. But the most interesting one out of the bunch, she is fighting pretty soon too. She's fighting on Nashville card. But this guy is supposed to be fighting Shavkat, right? So if this guy hits a challenge or something, boys, you might see some movement there for sure. For sure. But overall, Big Country sitting at 45 bucks. Don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Yeah, he could be. Maybe. We'll see. Doesn't help that he's retiring, though. That's the only thing that kind of sucks. Because usually, you know, if it's a lower mint moment of a good fighter, somebody who's got a fight booked sometime soon, usually people will tend to hold that a little bit closer to the vest. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Didn't help though that a lot of people. So also with Lawler, a lot of people stacked Lawler, man. Especially once the UFC announced, yo, this is the dude's last fight, and I think a lot of people started, you know. And you could kind of see it on the leaderboard and evaluate. There's a lot of people that had stacks of Lawlers, you know. And probably, you know, after they saw either what happened with, you know, Barbosa, Kennedy, whatever the situation was. But it kind of didn't, Lawler didn't really, like, cost to complete was like, what, 28, 30 bucks max? Because he was around $6, $7 pretty much the last 2 days of the challenge. So, we'll see. We'll see if he holds that kind of value. But I'm gonna stick with the probably like around 40 to 50 personally. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh no, man! It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. But that's what we got last week. Also last week. Correct. Holding those other moments, yeah, for sure. On to the fun stuff. because Connor's getting his ass kicked, and Ultimate Fighter, his boy, was pretty much winning the whole fight. And yeah, wasn't much going on here. Fight was pretty decent. It looked like Connor's guy was going to win, but he started to gas a little bit. And Chandler's guy ended up reversing position and sinking in a choke. And your boy McGregor, we got a new emoji now. Sad Mac. Sad Mac is 0-6, y'all. And then obviously we had the push and all the bullshit, but yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna reiterate my sentiments last week that this year's TUF episode, or this year's TUF season, a little rough, guys. A little rough. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it ain't really all that. And kind of like based on what I said last week, like McGregor's just probably like not around at all. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Next week we got Jason Knight versus Landon Quinones. We'll see if McGregor gets his first win of the season. But yeah, we will see. Last thing we got to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, for sure. Definitely seems like it, right? Keeping all the vets together and all the noobs was a mistake. Yeah, I think could have been 0-7. Yeah, I think he's just not present, to be honest with you. Like, these guys probably barely see the guy. And that's why you saw Chandler at the end of the episode. He went up to McGregor's team and like gave everybody high fives. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not your coach. You know, I wish I could be there for you guys and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely McGregor's choice, you know. And I don't think the UFC had planned on this going down, but this like this boring. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes next week. McGregor gets a win or not, but I doubt it. But we got this amazing fight card to talk about today. I think it's going to be an absolute banger. There's some really good fights here, guys. I don't know what fights you guys are most excited about watching this week, but man, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them that I am excited about. Volk, we got a Volk in the house. TJ wins the game. Are they still beta testing? My opinion, I don't understand why they wouldn't promote it with screenshots from the beta testing or quick teaser video. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do, man. Seen a few rumors online that hey, it's a possibility. In regards to the game, TJ, we'll see. I know they got a commercial for International Fight Week, for 290 today. See what that commercial looks like. Maybe they tease the game in there and say, hey, this is UFC Strike, and we got a game coming out or something like that. Who knows? We'll see. But I do know they got a lot of shit going on. They got the booth at UFC 290. I don't know if you saw that. But no, it's only one belt, dude. He's the interim. Yair's the interim because Volk went to try and challenge Islam for the lightweight. Yeah. It's an interim. That's right. He got the interim belt when Volk fought at lightweight to try and take Islam's belt, and he lost. So now Yair is trying to cement his status as an undisputed champ and take Volk's C away from him. But yeah. Card's going to be a banger. I'm going to start here. Jimmy Crute versus Alonzo Menifield. I'm rolling with Crute in the grappling here. I think Crute gets it done on the grappling piece. Yeah, me either. Especially like Volk. He's like one of the most active champs ever. Like I just don't get it. But that's Dana. That's Dana for you. Crute Menifield, I'm rolling with Crute. Better grappling. I think, yeah, I think Crute's better. He's got Alonzo by KO. Yeah, I hope so. That's his only chance of winning, to be honest with you. Only chance of winning, to be honest with you. If it goes like, I think if it goes past the second round, or it goes past the first round, gets into the second, Crute's winning 100%. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm rolling with Crute. Yasmin versus Denise. Got some nice young prospects here. Yasmin looks like a bat out of hell. She's just going to kill everybody. Or, yeah, they're going to draw again. They're both pretty good. I think it's going to be mainly a stand-up fight. And I'm just going to roll with the younger Yasmin here. Can cry. That's right. I am Crute. This guy, hilarious. Yeah, Yasmin by KO. Yeah, I like Yasmin. I'm gonna roll with her. Tatsuro Taira. This guy's like, bro. They didn't show you the odds, but this man's got like probably one of the highest. He's probably one of the highest favorites on the card. Out of Japan, crazy finishing, submission, ground skills. I'm going with Taira by Subby. Taira by shit. Taira by Subby. No odds for Taira. But yeah, going with Japan's own Tatsuro. Robbie versus Nico. This is an interesting one, boys. Very interesting one. I know Robbie's 41, but Nico Price is very hittable, and Robbie hits hard, you know? Tyra's 900. Bo Nickel, 21. Let's go. Robbie, Hart, Robbie, Brain, Nico. I took Nico, but I want to see Lawler go out with a dub. Lawler's sleeping. Choose Nico. Won't want to be wrong. I think, man, I don't know. Nico's not like that young either. Only a couple, probably. There's been a few, but not many have won their retirement fight. Yeah, you kind of want to give the edge to the younger fighter for sure. But shit, man. Robbie can crack him in the first, bro. Come on. Robbie can crack him. Say it ain't so. I don't know, man. I just, man, it sucks. It sucks. I want Robbie to knock this motherfucker out, dude. Yeah. I think Robbie, he might lay it all out there, bro. Just leave everything in the cage. Empty out the entire tank, bro. This is it. Leave it all in there. I hope and that's what he does. That's usually what he does. But I got to roll with Robbie, dude. Got to roll with Robbie in his last fight, man. Somebody's got to win their last fight, and I hope it's Robbie. Good luck, Robbie. Nico by Merciful Sub. We'll see. All right. Here we go. Main card of the evening. Bo Nickel versus Val, who stepped in on like 3-4 days notice. Poor guy. Shit. I mean, his only chance is obviously to try and like knock out Bo, right? But Bo's way bigger than this guy. He's gonna kind of like fucking ragdoll him, I think. Think Bo gets it done pretty quick here, and hopefully has a quick turnaround, man. Fights somebody else like, you know, pretty decent in the middleweight division. Val by sub. Yeah, that's a way to lose money for sure. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't see it. I'll go check that out. I'll go check that out. Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. So Jalen Turner missed weight. He was like 2 pounds overweight, refused to go cut more. So he's losing 20% of his money to Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker, I think he had his last few fights at featherweight, right? So he's coming back up to lightweight. And I don't know, man. He's been through a lot of wars, dude, and he hasn't looked the same since, honestly, since that Dustin Poirier war that he had. He really hasn't looked the same, you know. And I just think Jalen Turner has got too much for him, unless, you know, that weight cut really messed him up. That would be the only like concern I have about Jalen Turner. But if he's rehydrated and ready to go, I think 9 nights out of 10, he's beating Dan Hooker all day. So exactly. The one that gets his ass beat and shells up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He did. He sure did. But Turner ain't no slouch, boy. I'm rolling with Turner. All righty, here we go. The people's main event. Or is it? This is Izzy's main event for sure. Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis. This is going to be, this is du Plessis' biggest fight of his career, biggest challenge of his career. He's now entering the upper echelon of the middleweight division in regards to, skills, experience. Whittaker's been around the block. He's former champ, only lost to Izzy, beats everybody else. Like, dude's a beast. Dude's a beast. Could be a little too soon for him. DDP is he seems like he's the bigger dude, so he's got bigger, more reach, more height, but I mean, everybody knows, yeah, he's a bigger dude. He's the bigger middleweight, so he does have the size advantage here. Not sure if he's going to want to do any grappling at all with Robert Whittaker, but I think Rob's probably too quick, man. I think Rob's probably too quick in and out. He'll mix in the kicks. Du Plessis, obviously packs a punch, got some power, but I think Rob tends to get not like when he gets in trouble with Izzy and stuff like it's like when he's rushing, he's not going to be rushing this fight. So I think he's probably going to just pretty much dance around this dude and piece him up till he drops. I think Rob takes it personally. What do the boys got? Second round KO? Maybe Whittaker's going to finish him too soon. Yeah, we'll see. Should be a good one, though. They're going to be swinging, so I'm excited for that. Moreno versus Pantoja. Says 2, but it's technically 3 because they fought on The Ultimate Fighter and Pantoja beat him there. Then he beat Moreno once in the UFC, and now this is the 3rd time these two gentlemen are meeting each other. And Pantoja's a beast, dude. For those of you guys that don't know, guy's a finisher, bro. If he gets your back, you're probably going to sleep. Probably going to sleep, and that's the only big concern I have for Moreno here. I think Pantoja might be a little bit better in some areas. And like I said, if he gets Moreno's back, dude, Moreno's fucked. This is going to be a very close fight, though. It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough call for me. Because I think either one of these guys could win this fight. Because these odds are bullshit. There's no way this guy's a plus 175. What's Pantoja's odds on sub? Let's see. Nada. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, man. Moreno. My main concern for Moreno is if this gets to the ground, Pantoja is super slick. Super slick on the ground. Knows how to get to somebody's back and knows how to choke you out, bro. So that's the only concern. If Moreno can keep this standing, I think he has a good chance to use his size and range to kind of, do his thing. Pantoja is going to be trying to throw some hammers, heavy shots, maybe try to get this to the ground. Yeah, dude. People know what's up. Some people know what's up, man. Yeah. Hard one. Don't agree with the odds, but let's go Moreno. Room for my Mexicans. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. I'm still a little undecided on this one. I was leaning on Pantoja a little bit, but my initial instinct was Pantoja. Kind of still leaning a little. I'm thinking he might sub him, dude. I'm thinking he might sub him. But never know. Now, here we go. Here we go. Don't forget, 290 in the chat. We are going to be running that at the end of the show, which is pretty much coming up here soon. So don't forget, type 290 in the chat. And that's going to be for a UFC 290 pay-per-view code from the Strike team. So make sure you type that in there. But main event, guys, Volk versus Yair. So this is probably, I would say, one of Volk's hardest tests, right? It's got to be. Like on paper, it's got to be. Especially like size-wise, Yair's got crazy reach, leg reach, arm reach. Well, I guess he got the same arm reach as Volk, but yeah, legs, no joke. That's a problem for a lot of people. Definitely got 4 inches on the height. He's very crafty. He's very unorthodox in his striking. He's not like, you kind of know, like most of Volk's last opponents, you kind of know what you're going to get, right? Islam's going to try and take you to the ground and pound, that kind of brutal style. You work with you can fight T-City, you're probably going to have to deal with jiu-jitsu stuff, defending chokes, stuff like that. But Yair, man, he's a little bit different. He's a little bit different in the way that he strikes. He's got great jits. It's going to be a good fight, dude. It's going to be a good fight. We'll see. I'm kind of, man, it's hard to not pick Volk, right? It's hard to not pick Volk, but when you got a guy that throws kicks and elbows and and crazy shit. It's kind of interesting for sure. But yeah, Volk could definitely try and do some ground and pound wrestling. Have Volk, but want Yair to get it done. Nasty elbows and kicks. Volk. Yeah, it's hard to bet against Volk, dude. Guy knows how to win, right? He knows how to win rounds. No odds today on UFC's site. How about that? Site's letting me down lately, guys. Letting me down lately, unfortunately. But I'd like to see what those Yair KO odds are. That would be a cool thing to see. But, oh well. Overall, fight's going to be sick. Card's going to be sick. Going to be some bangers. So make sure you get your pick'ems done. Strike Discord. My Discord. If you're at 290 or UFC X, the last day for UFC X is today. Till Volk loses, I can't pick against him. Not including this limb fight. Yeah. At that weight class, yeah, it's hard to pick against him, dude. He's kind of, everything that's came at him, he's handled it. No problem. So, and he's also fought tall people like, with, Max Holloway. How many times did you fight Max Holloway, who's like 5'10", 5'11" as well? We got a Yair. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. We'll see, man. It should be way closer than this, bro. There's no way he's a plus 290. Yair's a plus 290. That's insane. Plus 290. I think it'll be closer than that. Maybe it goes to the decision. Who knows? Damn. That's pretty wild. Pretty big number. But yeah, overall, should be some bangers, boys. Should be some bangers. I am excited. Got some studs, some young talent, up and comers. These two right here, kind of like the next big things on the rise, and this guy as well. Now we got some straight bangers, bro. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight for sure. I'm excited for it. 290 in the chat. That's pretty much just about everything for today. Go ahead and hit 290 in the chat. I don't know if you guys seen the booth that Strike has. There's Rob. So they got this little booth going. Make your own moment type deal. Pretty decent. Pretty cool. But yeah, I think the last day for UFC X is today. Make sure you check that out if you're there. 290 in the chat. We're going to run this last givey, and then we're going to call it a day. No, I didn't see any of them yet. But I think a couple people in our community actually participated, so I'm sure at some point. For sure. 290 in the chat, y'all. We're going to run this bad boy in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good luck. This is going to be for the UFC 290 pay-per-view code. Just DM me in Discord if you win. Oh, the mom won. The mom won. Carol's mom won. The mom won. Carol's mom won. Good luck. It's all over. The mom won. Congratulations, Mom. I know you're here, I think. Yep. She said Volk not too long ago. Nice, nice, nice. Congratulations. We'll get that code over to you from. Yeah, good luck. If not, let us know. We'll raffle it off in the server later. But that's pretty much it for today, y'all. Got poker in a little bit. We got pick'ems live, a bunch of different places. And giveaways are done. Everything's done. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Next week's show will be probably Thursday. So like in 4 or 5 days from now. I'm probably going to do a show Thursday night, not on Saturday, just to let you know in advance. I'm trying to get somebody to join me, man. It ain't as easy doing this solo. So it's always better to have somebody to go back and forth with, spitball ideas with, and all that good stuff. So, new Bilal picture in the back. Yeah, it is. Came in today. And that came in from Recoil HK, the homie. Recoil sent this to my crib. He said, I want it on auction super cheap, Diddley. We'll send this to you, brother. And I appreciate him for it. Good man, Recoil. Good man, Recoil. He's the man. Time Waster will do the show with you. His ass better do the show with me at some point. Somebody's got to come on Thursday. I want to have like 3-4 people on. Ideally, that would be the best thing. Like to have 3-4 people on here talking a bunch of crazy shit. Would be awesome. But yeah, shout out to Recoil. Got that bad boy today. Much love. Appreciate you, brother. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Till next week. Have a great night watching the fights. It's going to be bangers. Get your pick'ems in. Don't forget poker's like in a couple hours. And, until next time, y'all, take it easy. Peace.